Good morning everyone. Today we will start a lecture on construction management and law. So in last few lectures we have studied the various concepts regarding unit number 2. We have drawn the network diagrams, we have calculated the different times, we have also find out the critical path, that is critical path method we have used, CPM method, and we have drawn the network diagrams. We have also solved the various numericals related with this. The university exams numericals we have already solved in last few lectures. From today onwards we will start a new topic or a new unit, that is unit number 3. Again, as usual, unit number 3, it is having again some more concepts related with the construction management and law. We have to manage the various things. So here also unit number 3 deals with the management. Okay, so management of different concepts to be carried out in this unit number 3. So first we will have a review on unit number 3. So which are the different contents to be covered in unit number 3. So as we are studying with construction management and law, so we are dealing with the managements. Okay, so in various aspects we will see the managements. Okay, so again unit number 3, it is having somewhat different concept of management. Okay, so here we are having unit number 3. It deals with the 3 managements. Okay, these are the 3 most important managements which are required to run a firm, or in order to require, it has been required for easy flow of the construction works. Okay, because delay in this 3M will results in the delay in the complete construction of the project. So therefore this management of this 3M, it is very important. Okay, so this 3M, if you are providing on time and these managements are more it is more precisely managed, these 3M, then the cost of construction will be less and the project duration will also be less, and it will be beneficial for the society. Okay, so there are 3 numbers of M. That is first M deals with the manpower, second M is nothing but material, and third M is nothing but the machineries. Okay, so this all these 3 clubs to form a 3M, that is manpower, material and machineries. Okay, so these 3M are very important, and their managements are also very important. Okay, because if there are delay in the manpowers, of it is there are scarcity in manpower, or it is having less management in the manpower, which results in the various drawbacks may be there. Okay, so we have to properly manage manpower, we have to properly manage the materials required for various types of constructions, and machineries, because nowadays machineries plays an important role, various advanced equipments plays an important role. So we have to manage the machineries also according to its daily output of this machineries. Okay, how much is the output of the machineries? Okay, depending upon its output we have to hire different advanced equipments or machineries. Okay, so these 3M plays an important role, that is manpower, material and machineries. So in unit number 3 we will deals this unit number 3 deals with this 3M. Okay, first, what is manpower? Manpower is nothing but requirements and methods of calculating productivities in order to increase the productivity, in order to increase the construction, faster the construction of work, productivity, because this management subjects, it not only requires for construction work, it has been required for the various factories, production factories also. Therefore this production word it has been used, the requirement and methods of calculating productivity. Staffing is again a fixation of a particular person for a particular task to be given to a person, that is staffing. We will see in details. Again, planning is most important. Various aspects in planning we will see. Directing is nothing but we have to direct in order to achieve a particular goals, we have to direct the task. And controlling, various aspects related with the controlling of the manpowers. Organizational charts is also there, duties and responsibilities of the personal manager is there. So this manpower is the first M. Next M is nothing but the material. Again, requirement of the various materials required for construction or production industries. Procuring, storing and delivery. We have to produce the various materials, we have to store the various materials, and we have to transfer the various or deliver the various materials, whether we are having a material from the various quarries, and whether it has been utilized or it has been used in the sites. Storing and delivery, Quality checks are also there. Inventory control techniques are also considered in materials. Again, construction waste generation and management is also very, very important. Nowadays there are more number of wastages there, so we have to manage, or we have to reuse the construction waste, or various management techniques in order to have utilize the waste. The construction waste generation and management is again a vast concept is there. That is point number 3. Point number 4, out of this M, third M is nothing but machineries. So different types of construction equipments and their applications, that such as excavators are there, dozers are there, rollers are there, hoisting and hauling equipments are there, cost and working hours analysis, depreciation analysis. So again we will have the different concepts related with the machineries. Okay? So in short, unit number 3 deals with 3M, that is manpower, material and machineries. So these 3M, it is very, very important related with the unit number 3. Okay? So one by one we will cover all this. This is nothing but unit number 3 contents. All these are the 5 points related with the unit number 3. So we will see, or we will cover one by one each bit related with the 3M, that is manpower, material and machineries management. Okay? The first is the principles of management. This question has been asked in number of question papers. What are the principles of management? So again, principles of management, it deals with the various 5 aspects. Okay? First aspect is nothing but planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So these are the 5 important things which has been covered in the principles of management. Okay? First is nothing but the planning, next is organizing, and third is nothing but staffing, and fourth is nothing but directing, and fifth is nothing but the controlling. So these five are the most important principles of management. These are the pillars of management, principles of management. The management, it is clubbed, or it has been combined in this 5 aspects, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So we'll see one by one what is planning. Planning is nothing but it deals with chalking out a future course of action, what is to be done. So we have to decide first the goal, and according to the goal we have to plan the goal, and according to that we have to achieve the various aspects. Okay? So it deals point number 1 deals with chalking out a future course of action and deciding in advance the most appropriate course of actions. Okay? First we have to fix the goal, and according to that while fixing the goal we have to chalk out the actions, the line of action to be chalked out. Okay? The most appropriate course of action, line of action for achievement of the predetermined goal. The goal which we have decided, we have to achieve that goal. So what is the line of action in order to achieve that particular type of goal? Okay? So we have to predetermine goal. It is to be achieved by the various course of actions. So we have to decide, or we have to fix a appropriate course of action in order to achieve the goal. Okay? This is nothing but unit number 1. What is unit number 2? Planning is deciding in advance what to do, when to do and how to do. Okay? So in these 3 short words are important. Planning is deciding in advance what to do, what is to be done, and when it is to be done, and how it is to be done. Okay? So suppose we have to construct. So what is to be done? Suppose there is a construction work. When it is to be done, that means what is the time period when it is to be started. Okay? And how that construction of the building to be done. So these 3 concepts are very important: what to do, and when to do, and how to do. So this planning deals with these 3 concepts. Okay? What to do, when to do and how to do. Then point number 3 deals with it bridges the gap from where we are and where we want to. Okay? So it is very, very important. In present case, what is the situation of a construction work, where we are, okay, and where we have to reach, what is the goal of our construction work. Okay? So present, it is just we have to keep in mind at what stage we are with. At present condition, what is the stage of constructions, and at what point we have to achieve, and what point we have to reach that particular type of construction work. Okay? So it bridges the gap from where we are and where we want to be. Okay? A plan, fourth point is nothing but a plan is a future course of action. What is planning? Future course of action. It is line of action of future forecast. We are forecasting construction work. Okay? A planning or a plan is a future course of action. Again, fifth point is again important. It is an exercise in problem solving and decision making. Problem solving and decision making. Okay. Sixth is again planning is determination of course of action to achieve desired goal. Again the same point, it is somewhat changed. Planning is determination of course of action, line of action to achieve desired goals. We have to achieve the desired goal, so we have to fix some course of action, some line of action. It is to be fixed in order to achieve the goal. Okay. Again sixth number point is nothing but planning is necessary to ensure proper utilization of human and non-human resources. Okay. Again most important is this sixth number point. If we are having a proper planning, that means we are utilizing or we are using properly the human and non-human resources. Okay. So human resources and non-human resources are the materials or the machineries and materials are the non-human resources. Okay. So we are deciding how much labors will be required in a particular type of constructions and how much equipments and materials will be required. Okay. So this will be decided prior to the construction of the work. Okay. The planning of this human and non-human resources are very very important. Okay. So this seventh point is again important. Planning is necessary to ensure proper utilization of human and non-human resources. Okay. Again last point, 8 number point is nothing but it is also pervasive. It is an intellectual activities and it also helps in avoiding confusion, uncertainties, risk, wastages, etc. Okay. If a proper planning is done, that means we are avoiding confusion. There is no as such confusion which activity it is to be carried out and what is the previous activity or what is the next activity and which work to be carried out in next stage. So it is predefined way. Okay. In planning is nothing but the predefined. So there is no as such confusion regarding what is to be done, when it is to be done and how it is to be done. It is no as such confusion regarding the construction of work. Okay. The uncertainties will be reduced because we are planning. Without planning any construction work, that means uncertainties will be more, confusion will be more. So if we are having a proper planning, that means uncertainties will be less, risk will be less, and also the wastages. Okay. Because we are planning with the non-human resources also. Okay. How much materials will be required in order to execute, suppose we have to cast a slab. Okay. How much steel will be required, how much cement, sand and aggregates will be required in casting a 100 meter cube of slab or 50 meter cube of slab or 10 meter cube of slab. So then we are reducing the wastage because we are calculating the materials required, we are calculating the labors required, we are calculating the various equipments required prior to the construction. That means wastages will also be reduced. Okay. The confusion will be reduced, uncertainties will be reduced, risk will be reduced and wastages will be reduced if we are having a proper line of action, if we are having a proper planning of the particular type of project. Okay. So planning plays an important role. This was the first point related with the principles of management, that is planning. Next is what the thing which we have planned, we have to organize. Okay. Organize is very very important. In proper, if the organization is it has been done in a proper way, in a proper channel, that means the work will be completed within the stipulated time. Okay. So organizing it is again very very important. So what is organizing? Organizing is nothing but it is the process of bringing together. Okay. It is saying it is nothing but clubbing together, bringing together physical, financial and human resources. We require physical, that is actually human resources will be required, finance part will also be there, money will be required and human resources will be required. So all these will be clubbed together in order to achieve the particular type of goal. Okay. So physical, financial and human resources and developing productivity relationship amongst them for achievement of the organization goals. Okay. So we have to achieve the particular type of goal. So all this to be clubbed together. We have to club the financial part, we have to club the human resources, we have to club the non-human resources, we have to club the various equipments required. So all these activities when clubbed together in order to achieve the organizational goals. In order to achieve the organizational goals, all these will be clubbed together. Okay. So this is nothing but in first point in organizing. Next, second point, according to the Henry Fayol, what is organization? To organize a business or organized construction or business, to organize a business is to provide it with everything useful on its functioning, everything to be it has been provided in order to achieve the goal. Most important is we have to achieve the goal within the stipulated time. We have to complete the construction work within the stipulated time. So everything to be provided on time. Okay. So organization is nothing but providing that particular type of whether it is material, whether it is labor, whether it is equipments, whether anything related with the construction of work, we have to provide it before time. If we are providing before time, that means we are having a proper organizational chart, or we are having a proper organization, or we are properly organizing the various tasks. Okay. So according to this Henry Fayol, what is organization? Organizing, to organize a business is to provide it with everything useful or its functioning, in order to have a more precisely functioning of a particular type of project, or every activity should be fluently done in proper way, that we have to organize it in a proper way. Okay. So example is nothing but raw materials are required, tools and required, capital, that is financial part is required, and personals are required. Okay. What is unit number? That is third bit related with the organization. Third point related with the organizing. To organize a business involves determining and providing human. Yes, I have already said we are determining human, how much labors will be required, how much equipments will be required, and how much amount will be spent in construction of particular type of project. All these are clubbed together in order to form, or they are managed together. Okay. To organize a business involves determining and providing human and non-human resources to the organizational structures. Organizing as a process involves identifications of activities. We have to identify the activities, starting from excavations up to the floor finishes, or up to the paintings. We have to decide the various activities. First we have to decide the various activities, and how much labors will be required in order to execute the activity, how much durations of days will be required in order to execute that activity. So first we have to identify the activities. Okay. Most important is first we are identifying the activities, identification of activities. So first we will identify the activities. Next is classification of grouping of activities. We have to club together. Okay, the different activities, the starting and end times, we have to club together. The classification of grouping of activities. Then assignment of the duties. Various duties will be assigned depending upon the activities, depending upon the various tasks. Various assignments or duties will be assigned to the various things. Okay. Next is delegation of authorities. We have to delegate the authorities. We have to fix the authorities and creation of responsibilities. We have to create responsibilities. Coordinating authorities and responsibility relationship. There should be a coordination between the various authorities. There should be interlinking of the various authorities and responsibilities relationship. There should be some relationship between the various authorities. Okay. So if there is a relationship between the various authorities, that means the construction work will be more precisely done. Okay. So in this way, second number point is nothing but organizing. Next is staffing. Staffing is again most important point related with the principles of management. Staffing word is also staffing is nothing but fixing a particular person for a particular task. Okay? The main purpose of staffing is to put right mind on a right job. So we have to fix which activity or which particular type of job it has been suitable for a particular type of person. Okay? So we have to fix the person related with its ability. Staffing is fixing of a person for a particular task is nothing but a staffing. Okay? So what is staffing? Again, first point related with the staffing is nothing but it is the function of manning. Manning is fixing of man. That is the function of manning the organization structures and keeping it manned. Properly manned structures to be carried out, and manning the organization is management of the organization is very important in staffing. What is unit number? That is serial number 2. Staffing has assumed greater importance in recent years due to advancement of technologies, increase in size of business, complexities of human resources, etc. Because we have to fix, because there is growth in construction works, various equipments, various technologies are we are nowadays using the various technologies. So we have to fix a particular type of a person who is excellent in that particular technologies, who is excellent in particular type of work, in order to execute the work in a proper directions. Okay? So we are fixing a right person for a right job. We are fixing a right person for a right activity or a right job. Okay? So depending upon increase in the business, increase in the complexity of the human resources, we have to fix a particular man for a particular task. Okay? That is nothing but staffing. The main purpose of staffing is to put right man. Yes, this word is again important. We have to fix a right man on a right job. Okay, we have to fix right man on a right job. Okay, it is nothing but the staffing. The main purpose of staffing is to put right man on a right job. Square pegs in a square hole and round pegs in a round hole. That means this is nothing but an example. If there are square pegs are there, that means it is to be inserted in a square hole, and if it is a round pegs, so it is to be kept in a round holes. Okay, that means fixing according to its availability or according to its use, it has to be fixed. Okay. Next, serial number 4 is managerial function of staffing involves manning the organization structures through proper and effective selections, appraisals and development of personnel to fill the roles designed in the structures. So we have to select such a person which is required for particular task. Okay, the particular task or particular job we have to fix related with the proper way. Okay. So manpower planning, estimating manpower in terms of searching, choosing the persons and giving the right place. Okay, again the same thing, it has been right man and right job, that is right place. So first we have to search. Okay, estimating manpower in terms of searching. So first we have to search the manpower planning. Then we have to recruit. Then we have to recruitment, selection and placement. That means we have to recruit depending upon its abilities. Okay, depending upon its ability we have to recruit this. So recruitment, selection and placement. We have to place the particular person for a particular job. Okay. Training and developments, again related with the project. We have to train because we have to execute the structures. The proper training to be done. Proper training and development to be done. Some amount to be paid. Remunerations is nothing but the amount to be paid. Some fixed amount to be given for that trainee related with the work. Performance appraisal is nothing but what is the progress of the work. Performance appraisal is nothing but the progress of the work. So depending upon the nature of the work, whether it is properly the person which we have fixed for a particular type of work, whether it is whether his performance it is having a properly doing his work, what is the performance related with the activity. Okay, the performance appraisal, it is to be properly maintained, and promotions and transfers. Okay, according to its ability, according to its skills, again promotions will be given to the particular persons, and depending upon its work, transfer should also be given. Okay, the promotions and transfers of the persons will be given. So these various points are important related with the staffing. Next, again related with the principles of management is next, fourth point is nothing but the directing. So directing is nothing but in a proper directions we have to start the particular type of work. Okay, directing. So it is that part of the managerial functions which acutes the organizational method to work efficiently for achievement of organizational purpose. Okay, so we have to manage it is a job of managerial function is nothing but it is a job of manager at a higher level to execute the work in a proper directions, in order to achieve the goal, in order to achieve a organizational purpose or a goal. So it is a job of managerial functions. We have to direct the various activities in a proper directions. Okay, directing. So direction is that interpersonal aspects of the management which deals directly with influencing. First important is influencing. First we have to influence in a proper directions. We have to influence the staff, influence the various manpowers in a proper way. Then we have to guide. Then we have to supervise, motivating subordinates for the achievement of the organizational goals. So these various bits are very, very important for the managerial functions. First we have to influence the staff. Okay, influencing is again very, very important. First we have to influence, then we have to guide, then we have to motivate and subordinate for achievement of the goal. So direction is that interpersonal aspects of the management which deals with directly with influencing, guiding, supervision, again guiding the various manpowers, or guiding in a proper directions, supervising whether the work it has been done in proper way or not, supervising, motivating subordinates for achievement of the organizational goals. Okay. So again, directions has following elements. What is direction? Direction, it is having again proper channel. In a proper channel, it has been divided in 4 points. That is supervising, motivations, leadership and communications. So direction has following 4 elements, that is supervision, motivation, leadership and communications. So we will see again this. Supervision is nothing but what supervision says, implies overseeing the work of the subordinates by the superior. It is the act of watching and directing work for workers. Okay, so we have to see that particular task which has been given to the subordinates. So we have to supervise with that task, it has been properly done or not, in a proper directions it has been achieved or not. So this is supervision. It is to be done of the subordinates. We have to supervise the subordinates whether they are doing a task in a proper directions or not. Okay, so implies overseeing the work of subordinates by the superiors. It is the act of watching and directing work and workers. We have to direct the work also, and we have to direct the workers also. Okay. Motivation is again very important. Motivation, it is very important. Motivation means inspiring, stimulating or encouraging the subordinates with zeal to work. If we are motivating the subordinates or the workers, that means the work will be done in a proper way. If we are not motivating the subordinates, that means the work will be completed, but it will be somehow some defects will be there, some outcomes, some various consequences will be there. So we have to motivate the subordinates in a proper way. Okay, motivation is also very important, related with the directing. Okay, these are the points related with the directing. So motivations. The motivation means inspiring, stimulating or encouraging the subordinates with zeal to work. Positive, negative, monetary, non-monetary incentives may be used for this purpose. There may be some incentives to be given, some extra plus points to be given in order to encourage the various subordinates. Okay. Third is leadership. Leadership is again important. Leadership may be defined as a process of which manager guides and influences the work of subordinates in a desired directions. Okay? So leadership plays an important role. We have to direct the various subordinates in a proper directions, in a proper desired directions. We have to have a leadership quality also. Okay? The leadership. Okay? So next important is, fourth point is communications. Again, communications is the process of passing informations. Passing informations is the process of passing informations, experience, opinion, etc. from one person to another. It is a bridge of understanding. If proper communication is done between the coordinators and the superior staff, or the managerial staff and the subordinates or the workers, the proper communication is done, that means the work will be done in a stipulated time. The efficiency of work will be increased. If there is improper communication between the superior staff or the managerial staff and the subordinates, that means the work will be it will not be done in a stipulated time, or it will not be done in a efficient way. Okay? The communications will it is also very important between the managerial staff and the subordinates. Okay? So it is a process of passing information, experiences, opinions, etc. from one person to another person. Again, experience to be shared, opinions to be shared within the staff in order to have a proper in order to achieve the goal in the proper directions. So it is a bridge of understanding. So these are the 4 important points of directing. These are the 4 points related with the directing. Next is again controlling is there. Next important point is nothing but the controlling. Controlling. Controlling aspect is again important, related with the principles of management. So it implies measurement of accomplishment against the standards and corrections of deviations, if any, to ensure achievement of the organizational control goals. तो we have to achieve the goals, but we have to maintain the standards. ठीक है, it is not as such that we are achieving the goals and we are not maintaining the standards. ठीक है, तो there are some standards of the productions, there are some standards of the constructions, so we have to fulfill the standards, we have to maintain the standards, we have to maintain the various standards related with the work. ठीक है, तो measurement of the accomplishment against the standards and corrections of the deviation. There may be limited deviations should be there, and the standards of the construction work, various standards to be maintained, or it is to be kept in mind related with the construction of work. ठीक है, तो controlling plays an important role in accomplishing the standards and correction of minimum corrections to the deviations. Next important is serial number 2 is nothing but the purpose of controlling is to ensure that everything occurs in a conformatives with the standards. Yes, I have already said we have to maintain the standards, we have to fix. There are some standards of the PCC work or excavation work or brickworks or any type of construction work, so we have to maintain the standards. We have to complete the work within the stipulated time by maintaining the standards. There are some standards fixed related with the construction, related with the productions. We have to maintain that standards. ठीक है, तो controlling plays in order to maintain the standards. ठीक है, again serial number 3 is again very important. An efficient system of control helps to predict deviations before they actually occurs. So we have to predict the deviations. If there are large numbers of deviations are there may be changes in the construction work, so we have to first predict the deviations. If we are predicting the deviations, that means we are controlling the various activities. Okay. Serial number 4 is again important. Controlling is the process of checking whether or not proper progress is being made towards the objectives and goals, and acting if necessary to correct any deviations. ठीक है, तो it is nothing but a checking whether or not proper progress is being made towards the objectives. So we have fixed the goal, so while achieving the goal, the progress of the work, it should be in a proper direction. So this checking is nothing but the controlling. ठीक है, so we are achieving the goals, but we have to maintain the standards, and with proper checks, or we have to check the qualities related work, we have to maintain the quality, we have to maintain the standards in order to have a proper construction work. ठीक है, so all this it has been covered in unit number, that is point number 4. What is point number 5? Controlling, again it is the measurement and corrections of the performance activities of the subordinates in order to make sure that the enterprise objectives and plans desired to obtain them are being accomplished. ठीक है, so there some goals it is to be achieved, so there are various subordinates, we have to check the performance of the subordinates, whether the subordinates they are doing their particular type of task which has been given to the subordinates, so whether that task it has been achieved in the proper directions or not. So this controlling plays an important role in checking whether the task given to the subordinates it has been accomplished in the proper directions or not. Okay? Therefore, controlling has following points or following steps are there in controlling. Establishment of standards, standard performance, we have to establish, we have to fix some standard performance. Measurement of actual performance, we have to measure what is whether this standards are maintaining or not, so we have to measurement of the actual performance. Again, third point is nothing but comparison of actual performance with the standards. So actually what is the difference between whether this it is correlating with the standard performance or not. So we have to correlate with the standard performance. The speed of the work or the quality of the work, it is to be correlated with the standard which we have fixed related with the construction of work. Okay? Some standards are fixed, so we have to achieve that standards and we have to maintain that standards. Okay? So some comparison to be done with the actual performance with the standards and finding out the deviations if any. If there is any deviation between the actual and the standards, so that deviations is to be again to be identified and it is to be rectified. Okay? It is to be identified and it is to be rectified. तो एक्चुअल परफॉर्मेंस एंड स्टैंडर्ड परफॉर्मेंस. ठीक है, actual performance and standard performance. So comparison it is to be done in order to find out the deviations, and corrective actions, again corrective measures to be done if there is large numbers of deviations is there, the progress related with the progress of work, such corrections to be done related with the construction of or production of the work. Okay. So again these are the 5 important points related with the principles of management. So in today's lectures we have seen these 5 important points related with the that is nothing but the principles of management. Okay. तो today we will end this lectures. In today's lectures we have started unit number 3, that is deals with the 3M, that is manpower, machineries and various materials. Manpower, material and machineries deals are which has been used in the unit number 3. So we have started the bit number 1 as the unit number 3 bit number 1 as the principles of management. In principles of management we have seen the 5 different aspects related with the principles of management. So up to controlling we have seen the various we have started with planning and we have ended with the controlling. So these 5 points related with the principles of management in today's lecture we have seen. Okay, we will end the today's lectures. Again in next lecture we will see the duties and the responsibilities of the personal manager. Okay, the duties and responsibilities of the personal manager. What are the duties and responsibilities of the personal managers, we will see in the next lecture. Okay, so today we will end the lectures related with the construction management alone. Thank you.